Living in Houston, we all know flooding can happen anywhere during major storms, even if your home never flooded before. But it turns out when it comes to flood insurance, lots of Texans are betting they won't need it. Janelle Bludau explains.
Hurricane Harvey taught us many lessons. The biggest, just because it's not supposed to flood doesn't mean it won't. Roughly half of all the homes that flooded during Harvey were outside flood zones, which left thousands without insurance. So naturally, immediately after Harvey, policies for flood insurance skyrocketed in fear of it happening again. The Texas Department of Insurance says across all 60 counties affected, policies increased by 29% after Harvey. The biggest increase happening in Fort Bend, where they went up 76%. Liberty went up 58%, Waller up 45%, Montgomery up 38%, and Harris County, adding over 80,000 new policies, went up 32%. But now that Harvey is behind us, the initial shock is wearing off and the worry may be waning. In 3 of those counties, policies are still increasing, but people are already opting out in the other 4. Almost 2,000 people dropped their policies in Harris County, and hundreds more were dropped in Fort Bend, Brazoria, and Galveston. Some lenders require flood insurance, but not all do. The average policy costs about $700 a year and covers your home up to $250,000. But most flood policies have a 30-day waiting period before kicking in, so don't wait for an approaching storm before deciding to buy. We don't want to tell you what to do, just reminding you of the risk.